Hi everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, and we're on our latest project, and this is January 2016. We just had our first series of rains from the big El Nino, Godzilla, whatever you want to call it. We're expecting the deluge that's going to rival Noah's Day to come next month. Questions that have been coming up about landscaping. A lot of people have taken advantage of the Metropolitan Water District's water rebate program, and some landscape companies actually have told the public that if you give us your rebate money, we'll landscape your yard. Sounds like a great idea. Only one little caveat. What did these people get? Over $400 million in water rebates. What did people actually get? If you talk to the average homeowner, if they didn't do it themselves, what they got from these companies that promised to just do it for the water rebates is they got their grass torn out. Actually, it was a sod cutter, so it was just the grass, it wasn't the roots. And then they got a bunch of gravel laid on top of the yard, and maybe 4 or 5 plants. And some of them opted to pay a little extra for a little drip irrigation. Well, I gotta tell you, as a professional landscape contractor, that to me is no talent. What is talent is something, number one, that's going to look aesthetically pleasing, but more than just aesthetically pleasing. It's going to be good for the environment and good for future generations. This is what we call sustainability. It's actually under the umbrella of permaculture. Now, what are the things to look for in a good landscape, in a good water-wise landscape? Well, I'm gonna tell you, we're in the middle of a job. We did the demo today. Now, what we did not do is we didn't come with a sod cutter. If we wanted to make this a fast 2-hour job, we could have came with a sod cutter, cut the grass up, rolled it up, threw it away, got the big dump truck, laid gravel down, and then collected a paycheck. But it's more about that. We're about people. We put people before profits, not profits before people. And so, what does it take if you're going to have a good landscape? Well, number one, you're going to have drip irrigation. So we ran pipe through all the areas where we're going to run drip irrigation to. So like I said, we're in the middle of the job right now. So this is the job. This is where there's going to be drip irrigation. There wasn't formally irrigation to this yard before, and landscape designer Kelsey Fair decided to put drip irrigation. So number one, you want to do drip irrigation. Number two, you want to make it aesthetically pleasing. Now, landscape designer Kelsey could have just left this flat, but she didn't. She actually had us build a mound here where it's going to add depth of perception to make the yard look bigger than it really is. So this mound's actually going to be engaging. We didn't just do one, we did one on the other side too. So it's a really good thing to have depth perception, to add a mound if you can. And we're also going to have, we laid landscape fabric down. This is going to be for a dry creek bed effect. We're going to build it up a little bit so that it'll actually help to retain some of the rainwater that does fall down. So that's a big plus. We're going to do plants. We're going to do specimen plants here, some protea. It looks like that octopus with 1 million yellow arms on it. It's going to be really cool. And then we added the Rainbird copper shell technology drip irrigation valve. That's what this is here. Guys installed this today. It's brand new. It's the Rainbird, and it has the LFV sticker on it, meaning it's a low flow valve. It's guaranteed to shut off. Not all valves shut off with drip irrigation. You've got to consult with your landscape professional on that. Sometimes professionals, if they don't know a lot about drip irrigation, they might not know. So you want to consult with a drip irrigation professional that does a lot of drip irrigation. Anyway, these are just some of the components. We're actually going to have a dry creek bed, and we're going to have a